Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. It is Friday, but it's also match day. Monza Juventus this evening, 8:45 p.m. Italian time. Attenzione, this evening, after the triple whistle, we will know if Juventus will be there on top of Serie A, waiting for the result between Napoli and Inter to understand where we will finish match day 14, or, unfortunately, if we will still be below Inter, minding our back, waiting for the other result, being scared a bit that Milan, Napoli, and the other teams are starting to get closer to us. Why am I taking into account that horrible possibility? Because we know it, like Quotidiano Sportivo is writing on their first page today, La Juve sfida il suo tabù. Juventus is challenging, is playing against their taboo team. Because we know it, twice we played in Serie A against Monza, twice we lost 1-0, 2-0. We're not even able to score a single goal in Serie A against the team of Paladino, the team that is wearing red. And this is a possibility that I don't want to take into account after the game. I want that we have the 3 points and that we are taking them back in Torino. Will it be easy? No, but we will speak about the game Juve against Monza in Monza at the end of the video. First, we have other topics to talk about. Allegri, John Elkann, attenzione, important things, the double interview of Dusan Vlahovic, so maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe. We start now with the name Massimiliano Allegri. That is always controversial. Everyone is speaking about him. Or you love him or you hate him, but there is not something in between. You know what? If in the recent past, since he's come back, we saw a big majority, the most vocal majority that is speaking against Max Allegri, and we saw so many front pages of Max Allegri with a broken Juve logo, not doing well, since the words of Zazzaroni that said Sunday evening on television, it will be the last year of Max Allegri. Since that day, I only see love towards Max Allegri. Not that much from the supporters, because you know it, we have a divided supporters on the opinion of the coach of Juve, but more from the journalists, from the media. Look at the title of Corriere dello Sport. Io sto con Max. I am with Max. Who is saying that? Not Chiesa that you see in big, but Galliani, ex-president or vice-president of Milan, that is now the president of Monza, that will play against Juve this evening. He said, discuterlo, speaking about it, putting him into discussion. What are we speaking about? Are you crazy? After the title with Milan, he was able still to continue to win with 11 trophies. He is a top coach. The words of Galliani. We continue because we have a lot of people are speaking, well, not only Galliani today on Corriere, but also John Elkann yesterday that spoke, and we will go into his discussion about his words about the future of Juve. Triennale, 3 years of Juventus. This is year 0, but he also spoke about Max Allegri, speaking well about him. So stay on the channel. One that will probably surprise you is Matteo Pesina, player of Monza, that was speaking between the linking points between Palladino and Allegri. For the people that are loving Palladino and want him to replace Max because they can't anymore with Max Allegri, you will maybe change your opinion when you will hear what Pesina said. But we start with a double interview of Vlahovic, because yes, even Dusan Vlahovic spoke well about the coach Max Allegri, about his winning mentality. So what is Gazzetta speaking about? What is Dusan saying to Fabiana Della Valle that was interviewing him? Vlahovic, Juve casa mia, Juventus my home. Let's win together, signora, old lady, let's win together. Vinciamo insieme is the big headline of the double-page interview. A beautiful interview where he spoke about everything and nothing. How he felt after the 71 days without scoring, and that goal against Inter, where he's saying, tranquillo, I was not stressed, I was not focusing too much about it, I was not obsessed about it. Of course, when you're scoring, most of the time for strikers, that's where you unlock yourself and you start scoring goal after goal after goal. Ragazzi, this is what I wish to Dusan Vlahovic, also continuing to score even this evening, because he has big possibilities to start the game today against Monza. What about the draw against Inter? He's also saying, this gave us a bit more confidence that we can do great things. We already had confidence, but even more confidence. A bit paraphrasing what we said and the narrative that we took on the channel after the Derby d'Italia. Speaking about Rabiot in the Scudetto words, he said, we always have the obligation to dream. It's normal that players are dreaming, but our first objective is again to be at the end of the season in the top 4, to play again Champions League. After that, we will see. But of course, you need also the ambition to win. Why? Because when you are wearing the shirt of Juve, this is what the club is asking you: to win, to be ambitious. My personal objective, he spoke about the team, but he spoke also about his individual objectives, where he needs to continue to grow. And this is touching. This is something I really appreciated. Probably one of the most beautiful things that I read in that double-page article was aiutare di più la squadra. Own objective of Dusan Vlahovic, helping and supporting more the team. I love that. Goals and performances, of course, will help us to reach our objectives. He spoke about a lot of things about the summer when he was close to leave Juve. He said, I never want to leave Juve. Has always been sure about my personal objective that was to remain here. I love the support of the tifosi that are always showing me love, and this helps me a lot, and I want to do well also for the tifosi. What about Juve? Was I thinking that Juve was like that when I was not here yet? Well, it's even better than I was dreaming about. You understand the greatness of the club Juventus from the moment that you are in. These were beautiful, and that's why I also wanted to remain at Juve. He spoke about Gatti, his friendship, example for the kids. He's representing the non mollare mai, never giving up, and that every dream is possible. That's why they have a beautiful relationship with Gatti. He spoke about his studies in the past, etc., etc., and then he spoke about basketball, because he started as a basketball player when he was 5 years old. They asked him, Dusan, are you still playing basketball like Max was doing with Paul Pogba? I say they took away the ring in La Continassa, but I take him whenever he wants. But when we are playing even football games, these challenges that we already saw on YouTube, after training session, he says, and that's important because now we're speaking about Max Allegri, he says he has a winning mentality that is able to transmit me. Lui vuole sempre vincere. He always wants to win. Come me, just like me. He continues, Allegri is a winning coach, and having someone like him on the bench is a big support. E this was, è la cosa che mi ha colpito subito di lui. This was the thing that I was touched by him immediately. I was impressed by him the most since knowing him. He is a winning mentality. He is a winning coach. He is able to transmit it. Just like me. I loved the words of Dusan Vlahovic. A lot of people will probably put in doubt the relationship between Dusan, between Max Allegri. A lot of people will say, but Dusan is not playing because the way of playing, whatever. They have a respect relationship, and Dusan is speaking about winning mentality of a coach that is able to transmit it. So when people are saying, ragazzi, Max Allegri is a loser, he doesn't want to win, he's playing for... Max Allegri always wants to win. And this is coming from someone that most of you are saying he's against Allegri. So pay attention. He spoke about Chiesa, the relationship. He spoke about a lot of things that you will see probably online about Holland, that he wants to do the same amount of goals as him in the future. He's working towards it. And then he had the question, what about the way of playing of Juventus? Il gioco della Juve. That a lot of people are speaking, it's a bit annoying, boring, etc., etc. He said it's absolutely not something I'm thinking about. We are training to become stronger. When we go on the field, we know what we have to do, and we have one thing only in mind. It is winning. And when we are winning, of course, we are happy. Of course, obviously, we have things to improve, but we don't care about what people are saying outside of it. We are thinking only about ourselves, and our mission is to win. I loved the interview of Dusan Vlahovic. It's not over, eh? Tutto sport. Juve, non farla stupida. Juventus, don't mess up. Why are we speaking about that? Because we are playing against Monza, and I told you we have to win. What is the predicted lineup of today? According to Tuttosport, Gatti, Bremer, Rugani, and Szczesny are the defenders, counting also the goalkeeper. Cambiaso on the right, Kostic on the left, McKennie, Locatelli, Rabiot, with Locatelli high chances to start the game today, Vlahovic and Chiesa. My opinion, we will not see these three defenders. I think that or Alexandro can play with Rugani on the right, or even maybe Danilo starting the game today to see a bit how he's feeling. I'm not sure, but I don't predict these three starting. Let's see. Let's see what about this evening. For the rest, I think that this is the lineup that we will see. Against a Monza, don't expect a 4-0 or 5-0. It's a team that is in top not the best one, but in top of the team that is holding most the ball. They have 54.3% average ball possession. It's the team in Serie A that when they are attacking in attacking phase, so the build up towards attacking, is the team that is having the ball the most. 12.75 seconds is how long they are able to take the ball, and that's the most in Serie A. We already spoke yesterday about the fact that it's a team that is not conceding a lot of shots, not conceding a lot of goals. Their weakness is that they are not always able to score the amount of productivity, but pay attention to, like Tuttosport is saying, colpani gol. Now, speaking about Pesina, Matteo, that we will see on the field, well, when people were asking Palladino because he was doing well with Monza, pay attention because there are probably more common points with Palladino and Allegri that you might think, because Pesina was saying Allegri, he has the characteristic that probably are also mine, the fact of low profile, stare zitti, and working, He says he's one of the biggest coaches around, one of the best one, because of his ideas. È uno che bada al sodo, vuole vincere e non gliene frega nulla che si parli male di lui. He's one that is really thinking about his objective and he doesn't care about the external criticism. He's focused, he's going there, making abstraction, working, and his philosophy of football is something that I like, his way of behaving, and this is something that Palladino has extremely in common with Max Allegri. Stare zitto, low profile, working. People are speaking about, we just put abstraction of it. We take it on our shoulders and we let it go. So you see, and where did Palladino learn to behave like that? At Juventus. And that's why I really wanted to underline it. Ragazzi, if you are supporting Juve, and sometimes you're speaking about we are not like Manchester City, we are not like that. Ragazzi, we have a DNA that is Juventus, ex-players, coaches, whatever, the behavior of Juve is this one. Criticism, we don't care. We focus on what we have to do. I really love the words of Pesina. Then John Elkann spoke about the future of Juve. He said, Il club non si vende. We don't sell the club. We want other trophies. I love that title. What is he saying precisely? The actual management of Juve was able to solve all the problems from the summer. And now we are able to concentrate on the future. This is year 0, and we will go and face the next triennial, the next 3 years, that's the plan, with big ambitions on the field and out of the field where we want to excel. We want to combine on the field sporting result with financial sustainability, something that you heard so many times now. What about the stocking market, where there were some rumors that Juventus would pull off? No, we never even studied the possibility of that, so I don't want to comment too much. What about new possible entries as shareholders or new partially owners? We spoke about that, USA, Saudi Arabia, etc. He said, no, we were not contacted and we are not contacted anybody. We are absolutely not interested in that. What about Allegri? Like I said, when we inaugurated the trophy temple, I want to continue to win. I want to win again trophies so that we are able to put even more trophies in that trophy temple in the J Museum. I want to continue to win, and Max Allegri, won a lot. And I'm sure he wants to continue to win even more. Did he said he will stay 100%? No, but they are going in aligning in what he already said. We want to win, he wants to win. We both have the same objectives. What else about the Scudetto? Rabiot, everyone is speaking about the words of Rabiot, and the question is going to Vlahovic, to Allegri, also to John Elkann. He said, well, it's beautiful what we are doing. This Juve, the result, and what we are doing now with the team that we have. Don't forget, out of Champions League, not able to invest, etc. That this team is making me extremely happy. Step by step, game by game, and then we will see what we can do. But feet on the ground, this Juventus is making me really happy. And it is important, and it's the fact, and we are seeing it, that solving the extra of the field topics was necessary to focus again on what we have to do. The field thinking. Also, referring to last year, the chaos inside of Juve. So he also spoke, of course, about the fact that Juventus invested with a capital gain 200 million, that because of the loss of what we had in Champions League will give the possibility, the strength of Juve to really plan the next 3 years. So il triennio Juve. Beautiful words of John Elkann. You can appreciate him, you cannot appreciate him, because he's one that is not speaking with a lot of passion. He's tranquillo, serene, calm, looks like, it's a yoga man that is giving you, a lot of reassurance, speaking calm. I can understand that sometimes people want a bit more, but he's, as an owner of a club, a lot of people are thinking he doesn't care about Juve, he will sell it, etc., etc. He's thinking about Juve. He wants Juve to compete again in another way, because, Italian football is going down. We can't compete financially with other leagues, but we want to do it in our way, in a new way. Winning, winning, winning is the motto. How will we do it? Well, with the new management, with Giuntoli, maybe with Allegri, but we will continue to do it. And that winning mentality has to start already this evening against Monza, because doing it, that means that not for one, but at least minimum for 2 nights, we will be on top of Serie A. Something that I really, really want. Waiting for the result of Napoli-Inter. Ragazzi, grazie. We will see each other on YouTube Juventus at 7:45 for the pre-game, and then the watch-along in Italian together with Luca Campolunghi, and then of course on this channel for the post-game of Monza Juve, hopefully with a Juve win, and hopefully we can celebrate here all together. I want massive people this evening. Grazie, forza Juve.